What is up, YouTube? Today is a Sunday. I think I like training on Sundays now because Sundays just feel a lot better. They feel a lot calmer. College nahi rehta hai. I don't have a lot of work to do. But today is a different Sunday because today is my dad's birthday. We are gonna go out for breakfast right now. It's called Yorkshire, and I'm gonna get my eggs over there. So I'm happy about that. Luckily, वो जगह gym के नीचे ही है, तो I can go directly to the gym after that. It's gonna be a really lovely workout, and I'm gonna speak to you guys a lot more in the gym because I'm kind of in a hurry right now, and I woke up a little late. Today is gonna be the first time I'm going to evolve to train chest, shoulder, and triceps since my injury. So it's going to be a nice workout. Hopefully I will be able to train at optimum levels because it is hurting a little bit. But the only problem is that I can't exactly move my wrist because the top part of my wrist hurts. So I'm going to be a little smarter. I am not going to be lifting as heavy as I usually do, which is going to be a bummer because I really like lifting heavy. Because the problem with lightweight is touching failure on lightweight is really exhausting because it goes way above 15 reps, which I do not enjoy at all. I like the 8 to 10 rep range. I was just recording my vlog and I broke my tripod. The threading from this part has completely gotten ruined, so I'll have to order a new tripod, which is going to be a little bit of a problem because I'm on a time constraint. I spoke to a friend of mine to borrow a tripod, but उसका tripod अभी है नहीं घर पे क्योंकि उसने किसी और को दिया है. पर उसने मुझे बोला कि अगर मैंने Blinkit से ऑर्डर किया तो मुझे 15 मिनट में एक ट्राईपॉड मिल सकता है, विच इज़ काइंड ऑफ कूल. तो मैं वो ट्राई करूँगा अभी. होपफुली इफ आई गेट इट ऑन टाइम वी कैन रिकॉर्ड अ गुड जिम सेशन. तो मैंने अभी वो ऑर्डर किया है एंड इट्स कमिंग इन 9 minutes, विच इज़ वेरी वेरी सरप्राइजिंग. सो I can record after that. I don't feel too bad for ordering it because I was anyway going to replace my tripod that I have right now because this tripod is very flimsy और मेरा फ़ोन काफ़ी बार गिरा है इससे. तो I think it's better if I get a new stable tripod. Alright, so we just got the tripod. Right, so I'm done with my stuff. I got my tripod with me. My mom and dad have gone ahead. I had to get ready, so I was waiting back. I got my tripod. I got my new tripod. We're going to have breakfast at Yorkshire and I'm going to see you guys at the gym. This is the lowest calorie one, so I'm having this. What are you having, Amma?
I'll have Yorkshire special breakfast.
Yeah. So I must spinach in this, so it's perfect. We're going to do 3 sets, 3 top sets. I think I'm going to use 40 felt a little light. I'll try 50 for one set and see how many reps I get. If I get above 8 reps for 50, which I highly doubt because it's been a long time since I've tried the 50s. So I'm going to try doing, I think my top set would be 40 kgs for 3 sets because this is my first week back. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So 3 sets of this, 8 to 10 reps. Let's go. Go, push, come on. Need to get the confidence back a little bit.
यार एक बार लिफ्ट हुआ ना लॉन्च में तू उससे स्कैर्ड है, थोड़ा डरा हुआ है. बाकी वेट
कितने रप गए? कितने रप गए?
आई थिंक 8 गए.
Good scene then. I'm done with 3 sets of this. It is hurting a little bit. I'm not going to do the 50s, definitely not the 50s. I think it's going to take me at least 2 weeks to get back to the 50s. Stick to the 40s for now. This was probably the first time I've ever needed an assistance with the 50s, which is kind of sad. But I know that I'm not fully healed yet. So
so it's okay, but it kind of hurt my ego a little bit because I wasn't used to this. But anyway, we carry on. We're going to take 2 weeks to get back to normal anyway, and until then we keep working hard. But right now I'm doing shoulder because I want to give a break to my wrists and I don't want to exert my chest a little too much. So I'm going to switch to shoulders for a bit. I'm going to do 3 sets of shoulder presses over a shoulder press machine. This is the machine I was talking about in my previous vlog, that one right there. I prefer this over the free weight dumbbell exercise for the shoulders because this provides more stability, and I need stability right now since I'm just recovering from an injury, and in general I prefer stability over every exercise. So yeah, 3 sets of this, again 8 to 10 reps, and the 10th rep is going to be complete failure. First set, 8 to 10 reps, easy, nice and slow. After this, I'm going to hit lateral raises. 3 sets of lateral raises again. 3 sets of all exercises, 8 to 10 reps on every single exercise. That's my rep range for everything. Alright, I'm done with 2 sets of this. I have one more set. This isn't how I originally do my chest, shoulder and tricep day, but due to the injury it is like this. From next week I'll show you the proper routine.
Feel like an old man bro in some corner telling me. No bro, you are adding torch, no? Really? On white.
Alright, we're done with lateral raises. Now we're going to do pec flies, 3 sets of pec flies. I'm going to try 82 kgs on it. I usually do 82 kgs. Let me see how many reps I get. Okay, I'm reducing the weight for the last set because I can't do 82 kgs again for the first set because my wrist is still hurting. The last set of the pec fly felt a lot better because it was lightweight. I felt more in control of the weight. Now we're going to do 3 sets of my favorite tricep exercise. There's a dumbbell skull crusher. You guys are going to love this exercise if you guys try it because the stabilization on this exercise is really, really good. The stretch part on this exercise, when you go all the way at the back, you don't stop here, you go all the way at the back. So this last stretch is what actually builds everything. So my third set done. Now we're gonna do V-bar tricep push downs. Remember, always squeeze all the way down over here, and then when you come up, you got to make sure that your elbows are stable. You don't move your elbow. Alright, another set, and then we're done. I'm done with 2 sets of this. I'm going to show you the last set, and then we're done for today. और मैं अभी घर आया हूँ. I think today's workout was probably the worst workout I've had in a long time. I'd rate it like 5 out of 10 क्योंकि मेरे से कुछ उठा नहीं जा रहा था. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't do anything. I was dehydrated the entire time and it was genuinely not a good workout. I did not enjoy it at all. But I'm glad that I could still push myself. Probably in the next week, I'll be working out harder than ever. Probably in the next week, I'll get back to normal. But until then, I think I'm going to stick to lightweight. I'm going to stick to normal rep range. I am still going to go till failure. I'm still going to keep the intensity up. But I think with lightweight this time, slightly lighter than I usually do, not too light. But yeah, because of being so dehydrated, I could barely lift anything and I could barely breathe. So it wasn't exactly enjoyable for me. At least I finished all my exercises, so I'm happy with that. So a lot of you guys are asking me about how my fitness journey started and what all I've done all throughout these years. So I'm going to explain to you guys in a brief, short way. So basically, as a kid in school, I was always athletic. Like I used to always sprint. I was a 100-meter sprinter. I had a few records in school too. I used to like running a lot and I used to play football a lot. I used to play cricket a lot. I used to like sports in general. So I wouldn't say I was an unathletic person. I was an athletic person all throughout my childhood. Around the age of 16, I think around the age of 16 was when I shifted to this society. I realized that there was a gym down in the society. I used to just go down to play here and there because I didn't know a lot of people. I think I gradually just started working out because my neighbor, he decided to give me an equipment called a bull walker. Now, not a lot of people know about this, but a bull walker is basically a very vintage, I wouldn't say vintage, but a semi-vintage equipment. And basically, you can do a lot of variations with it, including your legs, like right from your legs to your biceps. So it's quite a nice equipment. Actually, a lot of people who don't have equipment at home can use that equipment because it is very beneficial. That is how I started learning in the first place. I should just go to the gym because it was kind of an escape because shifting to the new society, even though this society is quite close to the old society, I started rarely going to my old society to play. So I needed like a physical activity because I started eating a lot. So my diet, I still remember my grandmother used to make me cheese dosas every single day. I gained a lot of weight because I stopped my physical activity after shifting here. I should go down to play very less.
wouldn't say properly, but I used to at least go to the gym. I used to train arms a lot because I was never inclined towards the gym seriously ever in my life. Like I never thought I'm gonna be like this way. I had an idea of what I wanted to look like, but then back then it wasn't exactly in my mind frame. With the normal bicep curls, the tricep, whatever, because the equipment in my society gym, you guys must have seen in my previous vlog, wasn't exactly a lot, and I didn't have a lot of knowledge back then. And I just started training alone every single day. And for the first week, I did go, and then the soreness kicked in. I'm pretty sure you guys know about this, but like the first initial starting phases of lifting, the soreness is really, really bad. I started off slowly with like 1 week, and then after that, I directly went after 2 months. So it was always on and off, on and off, on and off. There was no consistency at all. The consistency used to constantly break. I didn't exactly want to come to the gym to build muscle. I just wanted to come to the gym because it was sort of a therapy for me, like just to escape from everything else that was going on. And when I started going to the gym, I started realizing that I'm growing a little bit. That got me a little happier. But I could never get myself to go to the gym properly because cardio was out of the equation. I should just go there and do something random. Like it wasn't even a bro split. I think it was worse than a bro split. And I don't know what it was exactly. I just used to go to the gym to lift weights because it was an escape from me. It wasn't about muscle building. It wasn't about anything. After the gym, I remember I used to come back home. I used to take the bike. I used to go down to the store and I used to get a bottle of Thumbs Up, and I used to get a puffcorn, and I used to get 2 Lays packets, and I used to sit and eat that. So my diet was way off the charts. Like there was nothing over there. I should not track anything. I never considered diet in the first place. My skin was bad. My health was bad. I didn't feel good about myself. My self-confidence was low. I used to feel insecure about myself. That's basically how it started. Around the age of 17-ish, I used to go into the gym a little bit more. So it was a very gradual process for the first 2 years. I guess from 16 to 18, I didn't go to the gym a lot. I didn't do any cardio. I did not have much knowledge about the gym, although I was learning a little bit over the time. I was fixing a little bit of my food. Basically, I like non-veg a lot, so I was just eating a lot of chicken because I knew protein was there, so I didn't care about the rest. And back then, social media wasn't exactly like it was right now. So I used to not watch a lot of fitness influencers or anything like that. I think the only fitness influencer that I used to follow back then, I think in 2016, was this guy called Lazar Angelov. I'm not sure a lot of people know about him now because he's not that active anymore. But Lazar Angelov was my first inspiration ever, like ever. Like it wasn't David Lade, it wasn't Chris Bumstead back then. It was Lazar Angelov. And I remember in the year 2016, he had 6.2 million followers on Instagram, which was a very big deal, especially for a fitness influencer. Around the ages of 17, I started watching what I eat a little bit. I started eating more protein, more protein, more protein, but I realized that wasn't exactly going to cut it. From 16 to 17, that's all that I did. From 17 to 18, I was figuring out what to eat, how to eat, and everything like that. I'm still getting a lot of DMs of a lot of people saying that, I am eating momos every single day, I'm eating this every single day. How do I get the motivation to stop? Well, the only way you can stop is just by not going. It's straight up. It's literally that. Like you can't do anything about it. Around the age of 18, I started going to the gym regularly. I started learning a little more. I started researching a little more. I started watching a lot of science-based lifting programs because I realized that as a natural lifter, we don't have any shortcuts. It is going to be a slow process for us. The only thing that should be on our mind is patience. So I learned about science-based lifting. I learned about how to optimize my lifts. I learned how to optimize each and everything, each and every workout that I need to do. I need to make sure that if I'm going to the gym for 1 hour, I might as well use that 1 hour completely. So there's no point of me going to the gym and not doing exactly what I'm supposed to do and wasting my time over there. So I realized how to do each lift with proper form. A few months to get my form right. It took me a few months to get adjusted to what I'm doing. Of course, in the initial stages, I didn't know how to work out. So the smartest option for me was to hop on a program. Pretty sure you guys know Jeff Nippard. Jeff Nippard is someone who's actually, that I've learned the most of my stuff from because I trusted his science-based lifting principles because it is all research backed up. I don't like people coming to me without any research because there's no point of you telling me something if it's not backed up by research because it's something that you've done on a personal level, so maybe it's only going to work for you. But a research is basically something that applies for a group of people that would work for everybody else also, maybe. So I started learning with Jeff Nippard. I started watching Renaissance Periodization. That's another YouTube channel that you guys need to check out. Dr. Mike, and Huberman Lab podcasts, obviously. So I started learning more about my body. I started learning about, how to eat specific things, how to sleep at a particular time, how much to sleep, what to consume every single day, what supplements to take, what supplements are safe, and everything that I need to do to adjust my journey in general. A lot of people out there, I think you guys should also do that, especially for beginners. Curiosity right now would be probably the best option for you because you're going to learn a lot more with that curiosity. So basically, try learning as much as you can, try absorbing as much as you can, and keep applying it, keep experimenting with your things because that's how you're going to learn. The amount of programs that I've done over the past, I think 4 years actually, from 18 to 22 right now. It's been a year now that I'm off programs, but until I was 21, my bulk got over, I was still following a program. So around the age of 18 was when I started working out basically generally. Again, no tracking of my diet, again, no proper split, nothing like that. Just learning a little bit of workouts here and there, seeing some workouts on Instagram and just trying to replicate them. Around 19 was when everything started kicking in. I was like, you know what, I need to start getting better at this. I need to start getting more consistent at this. So around 19 was when I started becoming more consistent. So I learned that I just need to show up at the gym. Whether what I do doesn't really matter right now, as long as I show up and I do a little bit of what I know. It's better, like anything is better than nothing, right? So like I learned that I just need to show up and I will gradually learn what I need to do eventually with observation or whatever. But I just needed to learn how to show up. So that's the first thing that I learned. One of the main things, that was consistency. That's what I learned the most. So from 19 to 20, I was a little bit more consistent. I'd say I used to go 4 to 5 times a week. I used to train, to not train really hard, but I used to train well every single day. Again, diet was questionable around that time. Around the age of 2021, everything switched up. This is where I started taking things seriously because I met my friend Rohan, and I started going to Evolve again. I rejoined Evolve. The last time before that I went to Evolve was in 2016. I canned my entire gym membership because I wanted a phone. So my mom told me, like, give your membership to your brother or you get a phone. I had to leverage between the two. And back then, gym wasn't exactly that important for me in 2016. So I chose the phone. It still baffles me right now that I did, but yeah, different mindset, I guess. When I started Evolve again, that's when I started learning a lot of new movements, a lot of things. And 2 months into Evolve, I decided to start a program. The first program that I did was a push pull legs program by Jeff Nippardoni, hypertrophy based program. Made me learn about like how much weight I should be using, a progressive overload. That program taught me a lot. Slowly building up to now, I think I must have done at least 10 to 15 programs. Like some programs will go to from like 30 days to 6 months or something like that. And so far, I think the best program that worked for me was during the bulk and before the bulk actually was Russell Lurie's power building program. The power building program helped me because specifically because I started doing a lot more compound movements like bench press, deadlift, and squats. So once I started doing these three movements, I realized that my strength is shooting up because that was directly proportional to my muscle mass increasing over time. So I stuck to these exercises. I stuck to this program for almost. I did this program twice. I think there were 3 volumes in this program. I did the volume 1 and the volume 3 twice. So basically, this power building program taught me almost everything I needed to know about what I like. And I realized what I like is I like lifting heavy and I like a lower rep range zone because I feel like 15 reps for me personally was too boring and I realized I wasn't growing too much with that. And so now, over the past 8 to 9 months now, since I've started cutting, I'm doing my own thing. I made my own program, and I think this program has been suiting me the best so far. And the reason being why I know this is because I have experimented with all the other programs leading up to today. So what I'm trying to suggest you guys is that you guys need to experiment a lot. You guys need to get out of your comfort zone. You guys need to use that curiosity, try learning about new things, and don't be afraid to try new movements because what movement might work for you might not work for other people, and what might work for other people might not work for you. So you need to experiment all these on your own because not everybody's programs are going to suit you because you guys need to understand that everybody is different, genetically blessed. For me, I think everybody's genetically blessed. Everybody just needs to tap into their potential. So you guys need to basically start experimenting more, start learning how to push yourself, prefer intensity a lot more because the more intense that you work out, the more, of course, I'm not saying to an extent where you go and faint. You need to understand, you need to learn how to listen to your body. If you think that you need rest, you probably do need rest, because if your CNS, your central nervous system, is fried, you do need rest. There's no point in pushing yourself to an extent where you're out of the gym for another 2-3 months. So listen to your body, take your rest on time, learn about the supplements that you need, and because you don't need every single supplement, so learn about the supplements that you do need. Experiment with food, experiment with your workout specifically, because this is how you're going to learn what's best for you. And that's what I did over the past few months, and of course there are particular exercises that are specifically going to be primarily targeting your specific muscle groups. Not ignore the basic exercises. So I'd say gradually, with time, you will get there. Just showing up to the gym is probably going to solve 99% of your problems. It's because even if you don't know anything, you're going there, you're doing something, right? You will learn everything with time, so don't worry about it. Yeah, that's pretty much what my journey was like. I think from 20 to 22 now, most progress that I've seen. For a lot of people who are asking me, how do I do this with college? How do I go to college? How do I do internship? And how do I do this right now? How do I go to the gym? Especially for people who are 15, 16 or 17, or, in the younger range, I'd say start building your muscle right now, because in the later stages, unless you want to go pro, you guys can maintain it by going to the gym for a little while. Just know that you guys don't need to go overboard. Like right now, I'd say I'm not satisfied because I have a lot more to do, but I'd say that I just need 1 hour. I don't need more than an hour and a half at the gym ever. It's just that I need 1 hour of cardio. I think the cardio is a separate entity for me altogether. So for working out in general, I don't take more than 45 minutes to an hour ever. Unless I'm recording, then it takes about an hour and a half. But otherwise, it does not take time for me at all. So you guys don't need 3 hours at the gym. If you're doing everything right, you can finish your workouts in an hour and a half. Don't waste your time at the gym. Honestly, don't waste your time at the gym. If you're going to the gym, it's not a social place exactly. So you can speak to your friends and all, but then you need to understand that if you're going there, focus, keep your mindset intact and work really hard, because if you're going there for 2 hours, even if you're going there for 2 hours, you might as well utilize that 2 hours that you're there for. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys need any help, I will be posting a lot more about my journey. I'll be posting a lot more about, like what all workouts that I have done over these past few years, all the mistakes that I've done, everything. And I hope you guys learn something from that. There is no specific time when to start. Even if you're 18, so you're 18, you're 25, you're 30 or 40 or 50, there is no age. You start. That's all that you need to do is just going to the gym, showing up every single day, putting in the work, eating right, sleeping right. That's all that you need to know. So prioritize these 5 things. You need to prioritize sleep, you need to prioritize recovery, nutrition, workout intensity, and you need to prioritize showing up. Consistency is probably the main thing that you need all throughout this process. And remember that none of this is going to work if you don't have patience. You're not going to get a body in 6 months. You're probably going to see a little bit of progress in 6 months, but you're not going to see progress totally. You're not going to look like your favorite influencer in a year, because that is the sad reality of this entire thing. I don't know why social media pushes that you can do this in a year. You most definitely cannot do this in a year. Of course, you will be able to make a lot of progress in 1 year, but you're not going to make as much progress that is shown on social media. So don't be blinded by that. It'll take you at least 3 to 4 years to show proper good quality muscle. The better you get, the more you realize what your potential is. And for most people, especially for people like me, there is no stopping that potential, because we just want to get better every single day. As long as I'm better than yesterday, I'm happy. So that's all that I'm saying. That I'm sorry if I've yapped a lot, but you guys wanted to know my journey, and I wanted to give you guys a full brief about my journey in one shot. I'd put a story of me having Shilajit, and a lot of people are asking me about it. So Shilajit that I have is Nutra-based Shilajit. This is 100% pure, and it is with 80% fulvic acid and has 80 plus minerals. The way you're supposed to have this is that you add a little bit into water. This has helped me with my recovery. This has helped me with my stamina. This has helped me with my sleep and a lot of strength too. I would definitely suggest you guys this. If you guys need an extra discount, you guys can use my code called Gautam Lifts on the NutraWay website for all the supplements. So yeah, I hope this helped whoever needed to know about this. See you guys in the next one.